March is Women's History Month, and we observe Women's History Month to study, observe, and celebrate the vital role of women in American history. And all this year, the theme is going to be celebrating women who tell our stories. And we'll encourage the recognition of women, past and present, who have been active in all forms of media and storytelling. I'm a storyteller, but I would like to introduce you to another storyteller. Her name is Jane Stroschin. She is a magnificent storyteller and a talented artist, and she's one of the outstanding women featured in my book for middle grade girls, Girls Succeed: Stories Behind the Careers of Successful Women. She's written and illustrated children's books, and she has artwork all over the country. I love the story she tells in the chapter about Jane. It's an excerpt I would like to read to you, and it is about the idea that she had for writing Emma Lou and the Reindeer Flu. Now, reading from Girls Succeed. Emma Lou and the Reindeer Flu popped into Jane's head when she was on the road traveling to a school where she would be teaching kids to write stories and draw pictures. Flakes of snow gently fell from the sky. The snow was beautiful, she said. It made me want to write a Christmas story. As Jane continued her journey, the story of Emma Lou took shape in her mind. She pictured Santa stopping at Emma Lou's farm on Christmas Eve because all the reindeer were sick with the flu. She had to get the words on paper, so she stopped at a restaurant, sat down at the table, and began writing the story on the back of the placemat. "Would you like a menu?" asked the waitress as she placed a glass of water on the table. Well, she couldn't put it on the placemat after all. Jane looked up from her writing. Oh no, I'll just have the special, whatever it is," she said, and returned to her writing. The words for the story streamed onto the placemat. Jane didn't even notice the waitress had brought her food. Finally, the waitress stopped by the table and asked if something was wrong with the meal. Jane took a bite of the food. "It's fine," she said, and returned to her writing. When she finished the story, Jane went to the payphone in the restaurant to call her twin sister. No, this was before cell phones were available. She read the story over the phone to her surprised sister. There was silence on the other end. "Well, what do you think?" she asked. Still silence. Jane began to worry. She thought her sister must not like the story and was trying to figure out how to tell her it was a rotten idea. At last, Jane heard her sister sniffle and then reply, "I'm crying. I love it." I think you would love that story too. It's a cute one. Jane is one of the 16 amazing women in this book of inspiring stories by these women that have so many different careers, so many different kinds of lives, and they are wonderful role models for girls. You can take a peek at how many different careers are in the book. Here's what one Amazon reader told me, or reviewed the book. She said, "I was delighted and surprised with the variety of careers and experiences listed. I would recommend this book to middle school girls wondering what lives they could lead." Now, if you have a young girl in your life, you may want to pick up this book for her. It's available in print at Amazon.com, and it's also an interactive ebook at all the major online booksellers. Now, interactive means that there are links for information about the women and about videos about their work and their career. And it just makes an extra special book when they can dive deeper into the women's lives and their careers. Thanks so much for joining me today, and thank you for Jane Stroschin sharing her story, as to all the women who shared their stories so generously to empower girls to dream big. You can connect with me at my blog, Focused on Story, at jqrose.com, Facebook, Instagram, and through the newsletter, The Rose Courier. There's a sign up on my blog for that. And thank you for stopping again.